You're not broke because life is unfair. You're broke because of habits you refuse to question. And the worst part, you think you're doing everything right. Every day you repeat small behaviors that quietly destroy your future while calling it normal. It's not normal. It's a trap, and almost everyone is stuck in it. Some people escape and most people don't. Not because they can't, but because they stay comfortable being average. So tell me honestly, which one are you right now? Broke or building? Comment broke or building below. Before we start, I want to give you a quick roadmap. First, we reveal why you're stuck. Then, the psychology secretly controlling you. Next, the 5 habits keeping you poor. And finally, how to crush them and take control of your life. Problem definition. You think money is the problem. It's not. Money is just the symptom. The real problem is invisible and far more dangerous. It's the system of habits and beliefs that quietly control your decisions every single day. And the most terrifying part, you didn't choose this system. It was installed into you. From childhood, you were taught how to behave, but not how to build power. You were told to work hard, play it safe, avoid risk, follow the path. And on the surface, this sounds responsible. But in reality, this conditioning creates something extremely dangerous. It trains you to become replaceable. Think about it. If you follow the exact same path as millions of other people, why would the world reward you differently? It won't. This is the invisible trap. You are not being held back by lack of opportunity. You are being held back by predictable behavior. And predictable people are easy to control. This is something power thinkers like Robert Greene understood deeply. Society does not openly block you from success. It quietly guides you away from it. Not through force, but through comfort. You are encouraged to chase stability instead of growth, to avoid discomfort instead of mastering it, to seek approval instead of building leverage. And slowly, without realizing it, you start making decisions that feel safe, but keep you stuck. Let's break this down. Most people wake up and follow the same routine. They trade time for money. They wait for instructions. They avoid standing out. They delay taking action on bigger opportunities, not because they are lazy, but because they are conditioned. Conditioned to believe that survival equals success. But survival is not success. Survival is the lowest level of existence. And if you stay in survival mode long enough, something dangerous happens. You lose your ability to think strategically. You stop asking bigger questions. You stop taking calculated risks. You start defending your current position, even if it's keeping you poor. This is where the trap becomes permanent. Because once a person becomes comfortable with limited thinking, they begin to justify it. They say things like, money isn't everything. At least I'm stable. I don't want to take risks. But underneath these statements is a hidden truth. Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of losing what little they have. And fear is the strongest cage ever created, because it doesn't just stop action. It feels logical. This is why so many people stay stuck for years. Not because they don't want more, but because their daily habits are quietly working against them. They scroll instead of building. They consume instead of creating. They wait instead of acting. And every small decision compounds day by day, month by month, year by year, until one day they wake up and realize nothing changed. This is the invisible enemy. Not poverty, not lack of intelligence, but a lifestyle designed to keep you average. And once you understand this, something uncomfortable becomes clear. You are not stuck. You are operating exactly as you were programmed. But here's the good news. Anything programmed can be reprogrammed. The question is, are you willing to face the habits that are actually keeping you poor? Because in the next part, we're going deeper into the psychology behind this. And once you understand it, you'll realize why most people never escape this cycle, no matter how hard they try. Psychological explanation. The reason you stay stuck is not lack of effort. It's the way your mind is wired. And if you don't understand this part, you will repeat the same cycle for the rest of your life, no matter how motivated you feel today. Because your habits are not random. They are psychological patterns. And those patterns are designed for one thing: comfort. Your brain does not care about success. It does not care about wealth. It does not care about long-term power. It cares about safety. And safety to your brain means what is familiar. This is why people repeat the same behaviors even when those behaviors are destroying their future. Because familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar growth. You might hate your situation, but at least you understand it. At least it's predictable. At least it doesn't force you into uncertainty. And uncertainty is what your brain fears the most. This is where most people lose. They think success requires more effort. In reality, success requires going against your natural programming. This is something deeply aligned with the philosophy of Robert Greene. Human behavior is predictable. People move toward comfort and away from discomfort, which means if you live like everyone else, you will end up exactly where everyone else is average. Now here's where it gets darker. Your environment reinforces this programming every single day. Look at the people around you. Most of them are not building anything. They are surviving paycheck to paycheck, routine to routine, distraction to distraction, and slowly, without realizing it, you adapt to their mindset. You normalize their behavior. You start thinking like them, acting like them, limiting yourself like them, because humans are social creatures. We copy what we see. This is why breaking out is so difficult. You are not just fighting your own habits. You are fighting collective psychology, and collective psychology punishes anyone who tries to be different. The moment you think bigger, people question you. The moment you take risks, people warn you. The moment you try to level up, people subtly pull you back. Not because they hate you, but because your growth exposes their stagnation, and that makes them uncomfortable. So they try to bring you back to their level. This is one of the most dangerous forces that keeps people poor. Not external enemies, but internal pressure from the environment. Now let's go even deeper. There is a hidden addiction that most people never recognize. The addiction to instant gratification. Your brain is constantly choosing between two things, short-term comfort or long-term gain. And almost every time it chooses comfort. Scrolling social media instead of learning, watching content instead of creating, spending money instead of investing it, avoiding difficult work instead of mastering it. Each decision feels small and significant, but over time, these small decisions shape your entire life. This is how poverty is built, not in one moment, but in thousands of tiny choices. And the worst part, you don't feel the damage immediately. That's what makes it so dangerous. If bad habits caused instant pain, people would stop. But they don't. They feel good in the moment, and that's enough for the brain to repeat them. This is why motivation alone will never save you, because motivation is emotional, and emotions change. Some days you feel driven, other days you feel tired, and when motivation disappears, your habits take over. If your habits are weak, your results will be weak. No matter how intelligent you are, no matter how much potential you have, this is the harsh truth most people avoid. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. And if your habits are designed for comfort, you will stay exactly where you are. This is why intelligent people often remain poor. Not because they lack ability, but because they never mastered their own psychology. They know what to do, but they don't do it consistently. And consistency is what creates power. Not knowledge, not talent, not intention, but repeated action. This is where the shift must happen. You have to stop trusting what feels easy. You have to stop following what feels comfortable, because comfort is not neutral. Comfort is a direction, and that direction almost always leads to stagnation. The people who escape this cycle understand one thing. If it feels uncomfortable, if it feels difficult, if it feels uncertain, that's probably the direction you need to go. But most people never reach this level of awareness because before they can change, they get pulled back by something even stronger. Real-life patterns, real-life examples, people just like them who tried and failed. And in the next part, we're going to break down exactly that. Real examples of behaviors that keep people poor. So clearly that you will start seeing them everywhere. And once you see them, you won't be able to unsee them. 5 habits keeping you poor. Now let's make this real, because everything you've heard so far means nothing until you see how it actually plays out in real life. These are not theories. These are patterns. Patterns you've already seen. Patterns you might be living right now. And once you recognize them, you'll start noticing them everywhere. Number 1, the busy but broke worker. You've met this person. Maybe you are this person. They wake up early, work all day, and stay busy non-stop. And yet, at the end of the month, nothing changes. No real savings, no real progress, no real freedom. They tell themselves, I'm working hard. My time will come. But here's the uncomfortable truth. They are not building wealth. They are renting survival. Every hour they work is traded for money. And the moment they stop working, the money stops too. No leverage, no assets, no system working for them. This is the first habit that keeps people poor forever. Confusing activity with progress. Being busy feels productive, but busy without strategy is just motion, and motion without direction leads nowhere. This is exactly what Robert Greene warns about in Power Dynamics. If you are always reacting, always working, always following, you are not in control. You are being used. Number 2, the comfort addict. This person doesn't look like they're failing. They look normal. They have a routine, a stable job, predictable income. They avoid risks. They avoid uncomfortable situations. They avoid anything that might disrupt their peace. But slowly something dangerous happens. Their world stops expanding. They stop learning new skills. They stop taking chances. They stop pushing themselves. And over time they become replaceable because the world does not reward comfort. It rewards growth. This is the second habit. Choosing comfort over opportunity. Every time you avoid something difficult, you are not protecting yourself. You are shrinking your future. And the worst part, it feels right. It feels responsible. It feels safe. But safety over time becomes a prison. Number 3, the talker who never moves. This one is everywhere. They know everything. Business ideas, investment strategies, ways to make money. They talk about it constantly. They plan, they research, they analyze, but they never act. Why? Because action is risky. Action exposes you to failure. Action forces you to confront reality. So instead, they stay in the loop of learning, talking, planning, repeating, and they call it progress. But it's not progress. It's procrastination disguised as intelligence. This is the third habit, replacing action with endless thinking. Knowledge feels powerful, but without execution, it is useless. In fact, it becomes dangerous because it creates the illusion that you are moving forward while you stay exactly where you are. Number 4, the instant gratification spender. This person earns money but never keeps it. Every time they get paid, they reward themselves. New phone, new clothes, food, entertainment. They tell themselves, I deserve this. And in the moment, it feels good. But over time, something invisible happens. They never build momentum. Because wealth is not built by earning. It is built by keeping and multiplying. This is the fourth habit, choosing short-term pleasure over long-term power. Every small purchase feels harmless, but repeated over months and years, it becomes the reason you stay stuck because money that could have been invested is gone. And once it's gone, it stops working for you forever. Number 5, the blamer. This is the most dangerous one because it feels justified. This person always has a reason. The economy is bad. Opportunities are limited. Rich people are lucky. The system is unfair. And sometimes these things are true. But here's the problem. Blame gives you relief, but it takes away your control. Because the moment you blame something external, you stop looking for internal solutions. And without control, nothing changes. This is the 5th habit. Outsourcing responsibility. It's easier to blame the system than to outgrow it. It's easier to complain than to adapt. It's easier to explain failure than to fix it. But every time you choose blame, you give away your power. Now here's the uncomfortable realization. None of these people are stupid. None of them are lazy. None of them are incapable. They are simply following patterns. Patterns that feel normal. Patterns that feel justified. Patterns that slowly build a life of limitation. And the scariest part, you don't notice these patterns while you're in them. You only see them after years have passed, when it's much harder to change. But now you've seen them clearly. And once you see the pattern, you have a choice. Keep repeating it or break it, because in the next part, we're going to do something most people never do. We're going to break these habits down into practical actions you can actually apply. No motivation, no vague advice, just clear shifts that separate people who stay stuck from people who build real power. Practical takeaway. Now you've seen the patterns. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Nothing changes until your daily behavior changes. Not your intentions, not your motivation, not your plans, your habits. Because your habits are your future in disguise. If you repeat the same actions, you will repeat the same life. So this is where the shift happens. Not in theory, in execution. Number 1, replace busy with leverage. Stop asking, what should I do today? Start asking, what can I build today that pays me later? If your effort only pays you once, you're stuck in survival. Start building things that scale, skills that increase your value, assets that generate income, systems that work without you. Even small steps matter. One skill, one project, one idea. But it must move you from time for money, value for money. That's the first shift. Number 2, train yourself to choose discomfort. Right now, your brain is trained to avoid discomfort. You need to reverse that. Make this a rule. If it feels uncomfortable but beneficial, do it. Have the hard conversation. Start the project. Learn the difficult skill. Take the calculated risk, because discomfort is not the enemy, it's the signal. It's the direction most people avoid. And that's exactly why it leads to growth. Number 3, kill overthinking with action. You don't need more information. You need more execution. Set a simple standard act before you feel ready. Not perfect action, not complete clarity, just movement. Because clarity comes after action, not before it. The longer you wait, the weaker your momentum becomes. The faster you move, the more control you gain. Number 4, control your money or it controls you. Every dollar you spend is a decision, not just a purchase, a direction. Start asking yourself, is this making me look rich or become rich? Delay unnecessary spending. Invest before you consume. Build before you reward yourself. This doesn't mean never enjoying life. It means not sacrificing your future for temporary pleasure, because small financial discipline creates massive long-term power. Number 5, take full responsibility. No exceptions. This is the hardest one and the most powerful. Stop blaming everything outside you. Even if it's true, even if the system is unfair, even if others had advantages, it doesn't matter, because blame changes nothing. Responsibility changes everything. Ask yourself, what can I control right now? Focus there, build there, grow there. Because the moment you take full responsibility, you take back control. Now understand this. None of this is complicated, but it is difficult. Because you are going against years of conditioning, against your environment, against your habits, against your comfort. And most people won't do it. That's why most people stay stuck. But the ones who do slowly separate themselves, not overnight, but over time. Their habits change, their thinking changes, their results change. And one day they look back and realize they escaped a pattern that traps millions. This is the difference between people who stay poor and people who build power. Not luck, not intelligence, but daily decisions. If this made you realize something about your own habits, then don't ignore it. Because awareness without action is just another trap. Take one habit from this video and change it today. That's how it starts. And if you want to go deeper into this level of thinking, then subscribe, because most people won't, and that's exactly why they stay where they